Hey my dudes, I wanted to show you guys something. If you guys don't know Linus Tech Tips, he decided he's going to get good at reviewing headphones a while back. So like he hired a bunch of people, he bought like a really good measuring rig to review headphones. And in order to review headphones, you have to know about frequency responses and spec sheets and stuff. And we can see here on this video, the video is called "Why is everyone buying this headset?" But you can see he's on the beach in a turtle outfit, and I want you to have to see what he says at the start of this video, because he knows people who watch YouTube videos have ADHD. They don't want to look at squiggly lines. They want to be entertained, and he has to do this, basically say, we're going to do it slowly and methodically so I can properly review this thing to you, because usually only nerds want to sit around and listen to this jargon.
Let me show you something, dude. The quick decision, it's not always the best one, which is why we're going to be taking a slow and steady look at two of the best-selling gaming headsets, both from Turtle Beach. Oh, I get it. I'm a turtle. I'm on a beach. Cool. But are these...
So he's got the autistic people who can't critically think in mind when he's making this video. I gotta, be a not,
headsets cool. The Recon 50 and Recon 70 combined have over 192,000 ratings on Amazon. And considering that only an estimated 3% of consumers leave reviews, Turtle Beach must have sold somewhere in the ballpark of 6 million units of these on Amazon alone, similar to the number of sea turtles left in the world. Downer, bro. So let's not think about that. Instead,
Okay, so look at this. I didn't even watch this video. I just kind of skimmed through it and saw that he reviewed headphones like I do. So let's listen.
Unfortunately, the rest of it was also there. And Andrew from headphones.com, who tested it for us, had this to say. Now, I think he's being a touch...
Yeah, see, we've got these really pompous dorks who say, oh, these should be put in a landfill, not the recycling, so humanity can feel the shame that it produced such garbage. And these people recommend some really shitty stuff.
Melodramatic. But even objectively speaking, they're not great. This dotted line here is our target, representing a sound signature that will appeal to most people.
So I wanted you to see this real quick. If we look up here, he's using like a B&K 5128. His target is the Linus Media Group LMG 0.6. And if we go to my website and we look up the Shure IE target, we can come down here and see that we've got the Linus Media Group LMG 5128. So if we use the Shure target, the Shure IE target, we can see it has the same treble extension, the same ear gain scoop. The bass deviation is mainly in-ear versus over-ear headphones. I don't believe in this thing right here where there's you add more bass to in-ear phone. But we're going to be using the Shure IE target. Now again, I renamed the Shure IE target to the Harman target. So we can go back to my website, we can go to the end game grapher, and so we can look at the Harman Mark II target. So that's the basically the Linus Media Group target in the highs. So this thing right here, and I typically recommend the Hype 2. The Hype 2 measures really, really good. Now, when we look at how his looks, we can kind of do that by getting rid of diffuse field. And again, if we look, there's some ups and downs in the highs right here on their target, and that's usually compensating for measuring rig problems and stuff. So we can kind of see that when we go to this. The ups and downs in the highs. So we can just ignore those. Okay. So again, the bass boost is typically over ear and in ear. I've analyzed everything on the market, and I don't think a bass boost variation for in-ear monitors and over-ear headphones, IEM's headphones, is a real thing. People say it increases tactility, for IEMs. But anyway, we can see on this target here, the bass boost, it rolls off the bass on this headphone. The bass bleeds into the mid bass. It's bloated and warm and muddy, and into the low mids and mid bass. We can see this huge 4 kilohertz cut problem. These are all things that I talk about on my website. When I'm reviewing audio equipment, I'm looking at the cuts and the peaks and the dips and all that, and saying it's a bad thing. And then we go over here and we can watch this.
The purple line is the average measured response of the Recon 50s. Starting at the left then, bass performance falls far below the volume that we would expect from good sounding headphones. Then the lower mids are a bit overdone, maybe to try to compensate for the lacking bass? Not great, but not too bad yet. It's not until the upper mids and treble where things get ugly. You see this big dip at 5 kilohertz? That has a huge impact on sound and is what colors it in such an unpleasant way, resulting in a cheap and tinny sound signature.
I don't think a cut in that high of a frequency is going to sound tinny. So we can see, again, that's a problem spot. We can see it with this audio equipment. So I can pull in the DT 770s, and we can see we can see a similar cut around that region right here, that he's pointing out over here. So this is this is how I review audio equipment, and so many people scoff at this. They're like, oh, these squiggly lines, they don't mean nothing, they don't tell the whole story.
What colors it in such an unpleasant way, resulting in a cheap and tinny sound signature. The bizarre thing is we couldn't even come up with a gaming justification for this tuning, like oh yeah, they sound like garbage because they enhance footsteps or whatever. That was the excuse many gaming headset brands used over the years, and they just haven't even bothered. These just sound bad. On par or maybe even worse than some of the hardware store and AliExpress specials we've looked at recently. And, adding insult to injury, when we turned them up, the quality went down even further, distorting to the point where they were downright unpleasant to listen to. Of course, if you're spending $25, maybe you're happy with a good microphone that happens to have some functional headphones attached to it. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you wonder about the one that got away.
So, it's interesting to see how things are evolving, how things are getting better in the audio world when it comes to it being normalized to look at frequency responses. And again, we have very pompous, arrogant people who kind of ruin it. But it's interesting because this is one of the biggest things that me and this Schroer guy talk about. That see, this is us just talking with each other about the quality and the smoothness and the frequency response, and this is us the best speakers have flat, smooth treble for a reason. The only reason I'm even able to have a career in audio is because the portable audio space is filled with idiots. If the majority are idiots, then you don't have a market. So I got this email the other day. Yes, I understand you love smoother treble of SimGod EM6L. Everyone has his preference, and this may be the reason why companies are not copying the high frequency reproduction. Many different tuning styles, depending on different speaker natures, target different consumers. So basically he's saying, that smoothness it is subjective. Not everybody likes a smooth response. And it just Basically, we literally have people in the industry saying having smooth, transparent, good sound is subjective. Not everybody cares, you know. And that's what we're seeing here, where he has to dress up like a freaking turtle and tell you to sit down and shut up and focus, because he's about to show you some squiggly lines, you know.
Mids are more in line with our target, and that awful treble dip from the Recon 50s is completely absent, making them both more accurate.
It's actually still there, stupid.
And more pleasant to listen to. But why are you guys buying them? Well, as it turns out, they're cheap, and thanks to their tried and true 3.5mm interface.
Yeah, see, he's saying, like, why are you guys buying this garbage? Because they're cheap.
They just plain work.
They cheap and they just work.
That is, until they don't. We scoured the Amazon reviews for both of these, and they taught us some things. For starters, most of you guys are actually happy with the sound quality of both Recons. Yes, even the 50s. And like,
there's been several studies by like Sean Olive that people don't care about improving the audio quality anymore. Yeah, they don't even, know, how to get good audio or what good audio is. Most people who buy headphones and stuff, I remember being a little kid, I would go to the store and buy shit tons of Plantronics gaming headsets and stuff at Best Buy. They would break in a couple of weeks. I would have to use my warranty to get another pair. I didn't think about how they sounded. I bought them because they looked cool. They were USB even. They didn't always have a 3.5mm. So I thought, wow, a USB headset. Wow, that's revolutionary. Shit like that. But like, this is just like, most people don't concern themselves with these things because they don't understand it. It's like, once you start thinking about sound quality, how do you even describe sound quality or what you're hearing? Most people can't tell you what they're hearing. Okay, it may not sound that good, or they just don't, they can't tell what's wrong with headphones and shit. The average consumer, you could probably get them to say, oh, this one sounds a little bit better than this one, but they don't understand it. They don't spend that much time thinking about it.
I'm happy for you, but it does make me kind of wonder about the folks giving 5 stars to these. Compared to nothing, yeah, they're going to give you a competitive edge, but I guess that gives you some idea of the discerningness of the typical buyer of a commodity headset. Not all of you were happy though. As you would expect, most of the 1-star reviews for both headsets focused on concerns about longevity. We saw many complaints about comfort, which is obviously going to vary a bit from person to person.
See, a lot of average consumers, they care about comfort, sound isolation, ANC. They don't think about the sound quality because, again, how are they gonna? Most people, they don't have enough experience with a bunch of different headphones and headsets, and they don't sit around and comprehend this stuff. So they care about, did it break? Did it, these very basic things.
The person, but does not surprise me based on the overall build quality of especially the Recon 50s. And also, especially on the Recon 50s, we saw a lot of complaints about the mic. So when it works, it's great, as we just showed you. If you can be patient and snag a deal, the HyperX Cloud decks can be found for about $40, the same as the Recon 70s. They're all around decent.
I wonder if I have Turtle Beach. I think I do. Yeah, I have Turtle Beach. Which headphone was this? Recon 50. I have the Recon 70. Okay, and he's recommending you get the HyperX. The HyperX something. I've got HyperX as well. Closed alpha. So both of these have issues. But anyway, let's keep listening.
When it works, it's great.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, he does talk about the Recon 70. So, yeah, those are the Recon 70 there. But again, I recommend the DT990s with Warren ear pads. Stupid phone. So I recommend the DT990s with Warren ear pads And those are the Turtle Beach Recon 7s. So again, you know, the DT990s with fresh ear pads, they got treble spikes, as we can see in the highs. You know. So we look at these two particular ones, the Recon 7s, we can see this shoots up and shoots down here, this cut here, you know, dip here. You know, and the target is right here. So we've got peak, cut, cut, peak right here, cut. All right. And then base fall off. So
the mids are more in the mic. Mics needed to be comfort. With just what
of those situations should always be top of mind, but how you recover from them is equally as important. Enter.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, Linus Tech Tips. Basically doing what I'm doing, and I love that. I think it's great. I'll see you guys later.